Hello everyone and welcome back to another Paletteful Packs video. My name is Monique Renee and today I have the Paletteful Packs for September. Okay, so the first things I am seeing in here is some Daler Rowney Aquafine Watercolor Ink. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. I love using watercolor inks. These are gonna be so fun. Looks like we've got cadmium red hue, lemon yellow, and ultramarine blue dark. So we've got all the primaries, so that is awesome. Also in here we have a cute little paint palette, which is awesome because then we can mix these up a lot easier. Oh my gosh, these are so cute! These are our surfaces. We've got some Legion paper, which we've gotten before from Paletteful Packs. I love their paper. We have a Yupo Translucent and a Stonehenge Aqua Cold Press. Now this is the one I'm curious about. And opening this up, this paper doesn't quite feel like paper. It almost feels like a plastic. Oh, this is so cute. Look at this. We've got a little sticker. It is a dog holding a paintbrush and it says Paletteful Packs. This is actually going right on my sketchbook. The last thing in here, of course, is a paintbrush. This is a silver crystal and it looks like it is a flat brush. Oh, we've got like a little postcard here. Oh, there's something on the back. Oh my gosh, who is this? In November, we'll be celebrating our 4th year of sending fun and creative packs of art supplies to your door. Our first month of business started with 12 subscribers, and in our almost 4 years in business, we have now shipped thousands of Paletteful Packs across the globe. That would not be possible without your support. We are a small and family-run business and we can't express how thankful we are for your business. We appreciate your patience and understanding you have all demonstrated when we have encountered the occasional supplier hiccup or postal issues during this difficult pandemic period. As a small business, we need your patronage more than ever. Thank you for supporting Paletteful Packs and a small business. We look forward to continuing to send you inspiring packs for years to come. Thank you, Paletteful Packs. Betsy also says thank you. This must be Betsy. Oh my gosh, this is so sweet. I adore Paletteful Packs. I am so happy that I get to work with them. So this is just a really sweet thank you note and I'm going to be keeping this and Betsy is going on my sketchbook. Luckily, I just started a new sketchbook, so Betsy is going right here. Yay! So here we've got our info card. This is the Watercolor Ink Box. We have got the Daler Rowney Aquafine Watercolor Ink. These are cool. I haven't used Daler Rowney inks before, but I know Daler Rowney is a really, really beautiful brand, so I'm very excited to try these out. We've got the Silver Brush Crystal Bright number 4. This looks like a fine paintbrush. I'm glad we've got a flat tip, and it looks pretty small too because we've got small paper, so glad to see this. We've got the Legion Mini Paper Pad. This is 100% cotton, dope. Now this is the Legion Paper Yupo Translucent Mini Paper Pad. This translucent synthetic paper is made of 100% polypropylene, offers a unique alternative to traditional art papers. It's waterproof and stain resistant, exceptionally strong, durable, and will not buckle or tear. As a watercolor paper, it has the advantage of being non-absorbent, so paint colors lie on top of it, surface producing brilliant, vibrant effects. Colors retain their true clarity and brilliance. Best of all, it allows you to wipe off unwanted sections of your painting and start again with a fresh surface. This is very fascinating to me. I've never used paper like this ever. I've never even seen this. So I'm glad we have quite a few sheets in here and I'm really looking forward just to seeing how this will react. It says it's like waterproof, so that's really interesting. I'm curious to see how the paint will actually sit on the surface because with regular watercolor paper, the paint and the ink kind of absorbs into the paper. So I'm curious to see how this will react because there's not going to be any of that absorption happening. So exciting. And of course, the last thing we have here is our 6 paint tray. This is by Art Alternatives, and it's just a cool little tray to hold all of your paint and for mixing colors. On the back here, we've got a tips and techniques. Ah, that's me, that's my name. It just says here that my friend Alice and I will be posting our videos to the Premier Packs YouTube channel. Hi, hello everybody. Alice has done a video using these actual exact same inks, and she created this beautiful piece. So there's a link to that as well if you guys would like to watch that. Alice is an incredible artist. I highly recommend you watch that video because she really has some amazing tips and tricks for how to use these. I've never used these before, so we are kind of going to be going into this a little bit blind together, so hopefully watching me struggle will maybe help you figure out some things. We've also got our prompt lists here. We have got history, escape, stuffed animal, and dream. Alright, so I've got my little piece of watercolor paper here, and I've got my 3 colors here, and I'm just going to start swatching and see what they look like. And wow, that is red. That is so bright. Okay, so I'm going to now dip my paintbrush in water and then try to see if I can pull the color down a little bit. So watercolor inks do behave a little bit differently than pure watercolor, so that's something to kind of get used to. Let's do the blue. And yellow. Wow, so these colors are absolutely gorgeous. They are so bright. What I want to do though is I want to try to mix them a little bit. So I'm going to take a little bit of red and a little bit of yellow, mix them. Oh, and that creates a beautiful orange color. Oh my gosh, that looks like fall. Oh, all of a sudden I have so many ideas of what I want to do. We've also got a gorgeous purple color over here. So because we have the primary colors, we can make pretty much any color with these 3, so that is awesome. What I'm now going to do is move this guy to the side and bring out one of our transparent sheets. It's really hard to describe what this paper is like. It is like translucent, you can kind of see through it, and it's very thin. So I'm a little nervous to try it, but let's just start by taking some and laying it down. Let's take some water and see if, let's maybe now take some yellow. Ooh. Okay. The surface almost reminds me of like those acrylic pour videos where the paint just kind of like melds together. Very interesting. So I'm going to leave that and come back to that, let it dry and see if, once it dries, if it looks different or if I can still kind of manipulate it any amount. Okay, something else I want to try is I'm going to wet the paper very generously, and I'm going to take our ink. It has this fun dropper, and I'm just going to drop it. Ooh! Drop it. Yo! Oh, that was so cool! What? Oh, I'm gonna do a different color now. Let's do yellow over here. Whoa! What if I'm gonna try to do the same thing now on this paper and see what happens. Okay, same thing. I'm just going to all over the paper. I'm going to take the red again and just, ooh. So because this paper doesn't have any texture on it like this paper does, it's really smooth and it kind of just like fills out the area. That is really cool. Ooh. Boop. You can see the ink kind of compete with the other inks. I'm getting that same kind of like acrylic pour vibes. You can see how the paint just kind of like swirls together. That is so freaking weird. Okay, I have an idea, but it's gonna be messy. I'm gonna take this little tray and fill it with water. Then I'm gonna take this paper and just lay it in there and then pull it out so it's completely saturated. And I'm going to take my colors and just start kind of all over the place. So a little bit of blue. Maybe a little bit more red. And I'm going to take my paintbrush and just whoa, look how cool that looks. Okay, I'm going to leave that now and see if that stays like this, if it dries different, if it dries funny. I'm just gonna leave that. Okay, so I've done a few more abstract things, but I do want to try to do something a bit more illustrative. So I figured these colors are giving me super fall vibes. I am going to draw a little maple leaf. So I'm going to start with yellow and paint it where I want the light to be brightest. And then go in with orange. You can throw some red in the mix. It's a lot of red though. This red is like really frickin' red. You might have needed to dilute it a little bit actually. But it's so striking, it's so pretty. Okay, let this dry a little bit, so now I'm going to go in with purple. And just do some really delicate little details. It's a nice thing about these kind of flat brushes is that you can get little details, or you can use like the flatter side and get nice washes. It's a very good universal kind of brush. And there we go, a little maple leaf. Wow, these colors are so incredibly gorgeous. Now, I wasn't quite done working with these. I was having too much fun and I was on a roll, so I wanted to do a really quick little illustration of this like Autumnal Forest. And this is a painting that I've actually done quite a few times, and I do it pretty much every fall. It's just a really simple, quick, easy little illustration that I love doing. So feel free to follow along if you would like to try this. It's really easy. I just wet down the whole paper, and then I did a gradient from yellow to kind of like a magenta, and then I just went in with different yellow and oranges and reds and created these very splotchy tree shapes. And I did this while the paper was still wet. And then from there, I kind of just go and add more layers to make the trees look more tree-like. I do let the layers dry in between. And this is just a fun little quick illustration that's pretty easy to do with these inks. Like I said before, they are so beautifully pigmented, and the way that they blend together is just an absolute dream. They are so much fun. And I mean, I'll admit, I actually did quite a few more little illustrations after this too, because the paper is just so small, and it's so nice to be able to just do something really simple, really small, really fast, and just kind of, you know, have fun with it. Alright, so there we have it, another amazing box from Paletteful Packs. I'm actually surprised at how many pieces I managed to create this time. I just kept having so much fun and I didn't want to stop, and the colors were just so fun to play with and watch them kind of melt together. So yeah, this is it. This guy is finally dry. He dried a lot different than how he went down. Also, I just made a huge mistake because my hand was a little bit wet, and I kind of brushed across here with my wet hand, and it totally reactivated all the paint. So that's kind of a bummer because I thought this looked cool, but at least that's a learning experience, is that this stuff can be reactivated like really easily. Oh my gosh, it's like I just dipped my hand right in the paint. Alright, I've made a huge mess. I've made a lot of art. Thank you, Paletteful Packs. If you have not yet joined the Paletteful Packs family and would like to, make sure to check our link below. If you do have a Paletteful Packs box and would like to join us, make sure to use our hashtags, #PaletteFulPacks and #PaletteFulPrompt, so we can see your work. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you next month with another Paletteful Packs box. Bye, guys!